Chances are you've probably seen this guy on your feed. Well, meet Roy Lee, founder of Cluely AI. For anybody who doesn't know, he built an invisible AI assistant that helps you cheat on interviews, sales calls, and exams, dropping over 6 figures on the launch video, and that turned into 12 million views on X, which is probably why you're watching this video right now. He got this entire film crew on board just to film this one video. Everybody thinks he's living the founder's dream. Viral growth, massive user base, what could possibly go wrong? And this is why everybody doesn't understand Cluely fully. It's because to get to the goal of hitting 100 million by the end of the year, they have to at least 4x one of 4 things. 4x the conversions, 4x the retention, 4x the view counts, which is just 4xing them up. But there is just one thing that will 10x all their retention, and that one thing is community. Hold on, let's first take a look at a similar example with Anton, the founding story of Lovable. The app was built with only 15 engineers, and Lovable made $50 million. As the founder of Lovable, he created one thing that is different from everything else, which is community around his product. He didn't even intend to do it in the first place, but the mission was too strong for the people, so they jumped on board. Lovable AI, when scaling, achieved an 85% retention rate, and this is in 30 days. Lovable AI, in 30 days, when then scaling, achieved an 85% retention rate. When scaling Lovable AI, Anton built a community around his product, and that led to an 85% 30-day retention for Lovable. And in the first 3 months, they hit $18 million ARR. The idea of building an app in 30 seconds is so novel that everybody else saw the magic and started sharing it. Lovable AI had inherent viral effects, just like Cluely. Cluely AI took their time with marketing. And so they did with this one thing that makes all the difference. And this one thing is community. Cluely AI needs a sustainable growth model, one that sticks and creates a monopoly of their own. It's basically like blowing up without blowing themselves up. Going viral is renting attention, and owning your own cult is what Roy Lee really needs. Roy Lee mastered the viral effects, but going viral is getting attention, while owning your own cult is devotion. And while Roy Lee mastered the first, he now needs the second part. Part 1 is the consumer cult, and this is the cheat squad strategy. First, create elite teams of 5 in similar fields such as sales, engineering, or consulting, and then make weekly challenges in these sub-communities where they will be hosted, and the winner gets access to Cluely AI's undiscovered and unrevealed content and lifetime access. And each squad, let's say, or each sub-community shares prompts of their own and hides their real name. The winner gets access to Cluely AI full lifetime, and obviously there's a trade-off. The winner of each weekly challenges gets access to Roy's lifetime content before they're published, and also lifetime access to Cluely. Now here's the twist with the influencer heist. Don't just go after regular influencers who already know how to speak on camera. Look for 100 rebels who really hate the system, such as bankers, consultants, or people in finance. They're not lifestyle influencers. They're rebellious engineers and burnt out bankers. Give them the status and the rewards that they need in order to join Cluely as part of the influencer team. Their job is to document their day-to-day and journey from being a corporate slave into now part of Cluely AI's team, and obviously having fun. And now what we call confession booths is the real target. It's where we have each. And now, Cluey AI members in their sub-communities and whole communities join video calls each and every single week to share the prompts and the AI little. And each week they create wins and confession booths to promote their own strategies, their own journeys, and their own prompts into Cluey AI community. Cluey AI community is going to have confession calls every single week in order to share their own prompts, their own wins, and their own strategies in order to get better interviews, better deals, and higher salaries, I guess. And this will be creating FOMO, and Cluey AI is going to have Roy Lee himself react to the whole story in order to make it more authentic and relatable. Here's what I call the influencer heist, where Cluey AI is able to leverage 100 micro-influencers who rebel against the current system. And this could be burnt out bankers or rebellious engineers currently in the corporate environment. And they want to make content. And they want to rebel against the system. Roy Lee goes out to reach out to them and hire them, or impact them through content. Now this is what I call the influencer heist. Cluey AI doesn't just need normal influencers. They need influencers that are rebelling against the system, such as rebellious engineers or burnt out bankers or people who just don't want to be in corporate. Now, if you give them the status that they need and they lack, you can get them on board into a community, and then weekly calls with hosting wins and creating FOMO for the rest of the influencers. Their job is to create weekly content on how they quit their corporate jobs and became a part of the content team on Cluey. Now we're going to host weekly community events where people share prompts, strategies, and techniques that they use in order to cheat on interviews, sales calls, and more. And this creates FOMO and confidence for everybody else and strategies for the brain dead to consume. There will be weekly anonymous confession calls where people share their prompts, their strategies, and their own success stories in order to create FOMO within the community. Obviously, creating confidence against people who doesn't really know how to use Cluey AI. Now, Cluey AI's second path is devious. Cluey AI enterprise system is going to be secret and on the ground. And once the IT finds out, half of the company is already cooked. If you're actually feeling devious, partner up with one of the most hated companies, United Airlines, and show how Cluey AI can improve their customer service. And the message of the marketing campaign would be, if we can fix United Airlines, we can help you cheat in interviews. Obviously, inside of this system, there needs to be novelty and gamification of each community. And the weekly challenges and credits and exclusive content rewards with Roy Lee and his team is great, but we need to add more. Each success story is going to be replicated with anonymous video recordings of themselves landing interviews, success stories of them closing deals. People who succeed inside of the community will make success stories of 30-second long and make it anonymous, obviously, so that people can't track it. And people who are considered successful within the community will be recording themselves, getting interviews, getting on sales goals, and spread the word online. And this is all going to be done anonymously, meaning they won't show their own face. Instead of begging users to stay inside Cluey AI's community and ecosystem, we're going to make them a graduation program where they become a mentor inside of the community.